Hey all, we are going to take Justice Quicksilver up against Absorbing Man, Band of Badoon, and this will be a practice round for 902. The idea of this deck is we're going to use Emergency Teleporter to get us out Nick Fury, going to dig for friction resistance with lots of extra card draw, and kind of regular Quicksilver type things, build up a little bit of a board, get lots of activations, and then pretty standard, somewhat aggressive Justice package, turn the tide and pivotal moment. So that's what we're up to. We've already done all our shuffling and everything, so let's get our initial hand and hope that for once, oops, wrong side, friction resistance isn't buried at the bottom. For once, not at the bottom. So we can actually deft focus friction resistance this turn. What else do we care about? Nothing else actually, because well, with Nick Fury, we're going to end up with 9 cards. Friction resistance and deft focus will be 5, so we'll have 4 left. We could keep this, I guess. Do we care? I don't really need to dig for anything anymore. I can just keep, well, I mean, I guess it would be good to have some double resources. Right, extend my turn a little more, or get one way or another, but I don't even care because I don't want to dig that much. Okay, so we're not going to use that. Always be running potentially in Wicked. Alright, so that was my mulligan. Turn 1. This is 4 for 3. Not the best deal. But because of friction resistance, some of these things become a little more viable. These are both 4 for 3. Oh, but with my thwart out, yeah, I want to keep digging for doubles. I did not get him. Okay, well, let's flip. We're going to go Emergency Teleport for Fury. There he is. Close and shuffle. We get 3, and then we get 3 cards. So what I want to do is deft focus. We're not going to use one way or another because we don't need to dig for anything anymore. We can use this to play friction resistance. So that's 1. And we'll play those 2 plus that. And then we can use friction resistance to clear the area, I guess. So I think I want to attack for 1, untap, 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 bring out Ironheart for 1, 2. Now lets me draw a card. And then we will finally use these 2 to deal with that, and then we'll pivotal moment that away. There's probably a way to do that a bit better than I did, but whatever. Okay. Fury's gonna block. Counter card. So this gets removed from the game. We flip Pietro and tap him, and we are on turn 2. So he's tapped, which means first thing we probably want to do is we want to cycle. I really haven't seen many of my double resources this game. Seen any of my double resources this game. Okay. So what would I not be using this turn? These two. So we'll ditch those, draw 2. Did not get a double resource, but we did get Sinew. So we can use this with always be running to untap. And then we've got a blocker. That Sinew is going to be worth 6 attack probably. Oh. So always be running. Yeah, always be running untaps that and that. Right. So I can actually use that for Sinew. Untap and bring out Spidey. Right. So those two, because it's a superpower. Get my attack for 2. Get my auto undo, which brings this up. Now I can do those 2 plus that is 3 to bring out Spidey. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to use the attack boost. And finally, we'll do that. And that is the end of turn 2. Turn 2 villain, activation, Ironheart will block. Okay. Counter card. Has wood. So it's likely that if I block this attack, I will take, say, 2 damage. Or I could block with Spider-Man a turn early, and that's 2 extra damage that Absorb Man doesn't take. So I think I'll save the damage. And this card comes into play. Hero turn 3. So we have, for superpowers, maximum velocity. Be nice to get an extra attack out of all this stuff. Which means I think the first thing we want to do is see if we can dig for anything useful with clear the area. Well, it's not bad. So I can advance him. So I think I have a few different things I could do. I can try to speed cyclone maximum velocity and blade, or Mockingbird maximum velocity. Mockingbird's kind of better because I can do the little ping on this. So if I did it that way, that'd be 1, 2, 3 for Mockingbird. That's a... Oop, wrong way. Wrong way, wrong way. Hold on. I want to add maximum velocity first. Sorry. Maximum velocity first. 1, 2. So it's a superpower. But then I lose some damage. Yep. So it looks like what I really want to do, even though it's not really what I want to do, but it's what I really want to do, is I'm going to bring out 2 allies. So Mockingbird is going to stun him, 1, 2, 3, and she will advance him. And he's at 16. Then I will attack for 3. No, sorry, 2, because this plus 1. Untap, that untaps, attack again for 2. Blade comes out for 3. And inefficient again, but not the worst. Alright, so we got some synergies starting to happen here in our hand. And turn 3. Stunned. And encounter card. Villain schemes. For 3 plus 2 is 6, or 5. It puts us at 6. So turn 4. So I can Mockingbird, make an entrance, clear the area. The healing doesn't matter here, so a Mockingbird will thwart for 1. Making an entrance for 3. Untap, untap. Clear the area for 2. Oop. And in response I can turn the tide. Do I have any way? Blaze at discard, right? I think I'm 1 short of being able to finish this off. So I will attack for 2. It will always be running to untap, which untaps that. It will tap that to bring out Adrenaline Rush. And 1, 2. Save that for next turn. Okay, so I just had a quick call. But anyway, I'm actually going to pull Death Focus back in so that I can not deck myself this turn and finish it off without having to get an extra encounter card. So turn 4. And attack and block with Mockingbird. Counter card. 1 card at random card from your hand. It's not ice, so we don't have to do the extra thing. And our final turn here. So the big question is, can we get Scarlet Witch down and do everything? I think the big answer is yes. So Scarlet Witch is 1, 2, 3. Then we attack for 2, untap. Thwart for 1. Always be run into untap and attack. And so we're at 15. And that was actually my 5th turn, I think. Yes? Yes. So 5 turns, 15.